about. I mean, you said pick our food. I mean, wasn't it a marijuana farm, you know, and weren't there illegal child migrants there, like child labor? I mean, the feds go interrupt a marijuana farm with illegal child labor and people are upset about it?
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to yesterday's news channel where we watch CNN so you don't have to. Last night on News Night with Abby Phillip, Scott Jennings returned to the panel and surprise, surprise, he was one of only two people at the table with a functioning brain. The topic? ICE's recent raid on an illegal marijuana farm in California run by foreign nationals, staffed with illegal immigrant labor, and yes, even underage children. But instead of praising the bust, CNN focused on how mean ICE supposedly is. Scott Jennings called it out, and the fact that the media is more outraged at law enforcement than child exploitation tells you pretty much everything you need to know. Anyway, let's watch Scott Jennings dismantle another panel of top-notch liberal delusion. Let's go.
I mean, I've heard and know people who've had experiences in parts of the country where they are American citizens, and because they are of Hispanic origin and or speak Spanish, have been stopped and have had their citizenship questioned. In this case, the consequences are not just questioning. ICE is detaining people, and in this lawsuit, one of the allegations was that some of the people were being denied counsel, that they're not being given an opportunity promptly to prove that they shouldn't be detained. And that's essentially the crux of the matter here.
Yeah, look, the goal should be to arrest and deport illegal immigrants. I mean, again, this is a clash between, I think, some federal judges and who want to slow down the administration that wants to move fast on this. You know, the goal should always be to deport people who've broken our laws. And, you know, politically, I mean, Arthur's the lawyer, but politically what the administration's trying to do is fulfill the president's campaign promise that he ran on and won, which was, look, I'm going to end this crisis. I am going to take care of this problem. Nobody wants to deal with it. I'm going to deal with it. In the case of this California raid everybody's talking about, I mean, you said pick our food. I mean, wasn't it a marijuana farm, you know, and weren't there illegal child migrants there, like child labor? I mean, the feds go interrupt a marijuana farm with illegal child labor and people are upset about it. I mean, look, I think there's two sides of this story. Some of this aggressive enforcement may be warranted.
So let me just add a little bit of 70% back a year ago supported a pathway to citizenship for immigrants who are in the U.S. illegally. That number is now 78%.
But does that mean put them at the front of the line or the back of the line? Do they have to?
There ain't no line. There ain't no line.
You can decide.
Because there are people trying to come here illegally. They came here illegally.
Hold on a second. You can decide whether it's the front of the line or the back of the line.
It matters.
I think, yeah, but the point is, Donald Trump is basically carrying out a policy that says any individual who is here illegally, in an undocumented status, is liable to be detained and deported, some of them with process, some of them without. And a majority of Americans, almost 80%, say we should give them a path to citizenship.
Look, I think it depends on how you ask these questions.
I mean, this question has been asked the same way. That's the reason I want to use this poll, is because this question has been asked the same way over time, and that's one of the only ways that we can make sure that we're looking at the same thing over time.
But I think there's a difference between people who came here illegally, broke the law, knowingly did that, versus people who want to legally come here and are going through the process that does take a long time. I don't know why you would take a population that broke the laws and put them at the front instead of putting them behind people who are trying to follow the correct process. Regarding more immigration, I think most Americans are fine with immigration. Legal immigration, legal immigration, illegal immigration, and the chaos that's come from it from the last 4 years, that's what they have a problem with.
Let me break down